thing could not be aired, and they see that you're trying to play a fucking play on words to make a threat, that you will not be behind fucking bars.
I'm looking in the battle.
I'm looking in the back.
Yes. This was recorded, I think it was December 30th, right at the end of December there, 2024. And we are about to witness a revisionist history lesson by J.J. Scarface, whatever. You know, the corrupt jailer, the Meade County jailer. We've been laughing about this for, 8 months. April 22nd, we were laughing about it. But here on this stream, a Generally Specifics stream, they're kind of going over previous nights, a sniping of a sniping of a sniping. It's just some corny shit. But here, Generally Specifics trying to make it look like he hasn't been challenging me to meet him on the battlefield and all this shit for all these months. But before the Generally Specific got into the thing, J.J. Scarface and Michael Kaiser, the murderer, Michael Kaiser, they put together this silly thing that we've been laughing at. We have been, show me anything where I've been doing anything but laughing at it. They tried to fake that I was getting charges pressed against me. The famous line that I just love is Kaiser leaning into the camera and saying, "I know for a fact Kentucky will be extraditing." And I've made a joke about it ever since. Well, here's JJ's explanation of that now. Eight months later? Let's get into it. That means JJ has access to David Finkel at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C., Northwest. No, that's not the real address. But whatever the address is,
hey, GS.
JJ has it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right. You remember a while back, me and you, we told everybody we met at Orsolin's.
Yeah.
And how they just rambled on and rambled on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to complain about this. This document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from. I just went along with it like the day me and you met 2 years ago. And he's rambled on about this for 7 or 8 months. And I just, every time he brings it up, I can't help but laugh about it. And
I'm lost in the sauce. What document?
You are lost in the sauce. That doesn't surprise me, actually. You're hitting that whiskey again. I don't know. I think you were sober that night. You sounded sober. But what did JJ say? Let me think about it. Oh yeah. I don't know what this document is. I don't know who made it up. I've never read it. That is so cute, JJ. That is so cute. Let's listen to it again.
This document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from.
And then he claims that I've rambled on about it for 7 or 8 months. Do the math. April 22nd, December 30th, I think it was. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rambled on about it. I seem to recall laughing about it. Let's take a look when Miss Maida first told me about it. This was Miss Maida pointing it out to us while we were live streaming on April 22nd. She pointed out a Michael Kaiser release, and we watched it, and we laughed, and we laughed, and we laughed. You're welcome back. This was about the J.J. Johnson & Johnson posting I'd done earlier that week. It was Monday. It was sometime over the weekend. I put the posting up. I insinuated that, let's see, that I had a DOJ document, fact, and the DOJ document talks about things about J.J., like stolen drugs or inappropriate distribution of drugs. I can't remember, but it triggered JJ and it triggered Michael Kaiser. And here they are trying to convince me that I will be extradited. In fact, my favorite part about the video that Kaiser did that morning, or around noon, he leaned into the camera. He said, "I know for a fact that Kentucky will extradite," and but there was more to it.
I haven't seen any
let's get to the more.
on
But before we get to the more, take a notice that I'm the guy on the top of this panel, the guy with the stone vet hat, black t-shirt. Notice that I am laughing. You can't hear the other folks because I've turned the volume down so you can hear this current voice. We're laughing about it. Later on, For Public Safety laughed about it. Later on, Stone Vet laughed about it. And for weeks, we all laughed about it. And every once in a while, I try to get JJ to confess what he finally confessed on December 30th, that it was all bullshit. But now he's trying to act like he fooled me. Let's watch his bullshit. Now, the two little figures, that's Michael Kaiser and JJ Scarborough on a panel on a live stream later that evening, the evening of the April 22nd. And you see in the background, they're going over to the same document that the video showed. And that's Michael Kaiser presenting this document as if he got it from some clerk in Meade County, Kentucky. And, well, he brings up J.J. Scarborough, and I want you to listen to the little play acting. Keep in mind, after this, for several weeks, they go through these things about Stone Vet having pending charges, and they go through this whole thing of, and this was one of the keys, they have been doxing names, first and last names. Whether they're true or not, it's irrelevant. Yeah, I stole that quote, Mikey Kaiser, if you're watching. Whether it's true or not, it's irrelevant. You gave an actual name to Tyrants Beware and a few others. Actually, you actually correctly called out Stone Vet's real name, but that's no biggie because Stone Vet's been telling us his real name. This is so fucking hilarious. So I knew right away that the whiting out of David Finkel's real name and address was bullshit because Michael Kaiser and JJ have actually said what they thought real names were of other people and what they thought real addresses. Maybe not street addresses, but at least in the different states than where they claim to be. Kind of like North Texas, Oklahoma. But I digress. This is so fucking funny. But that is the same document that JJ on December 30th says, I've never seen it. I don't know where it came from. In fact, let's listen to that again.
This document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from.
He knows where it came from. It came from the same guy who did a forgery of a VA benefits letter. The same guy who has forged many other things. His good buddy, the quote of last year. Homophobic butt buddy. Michael Kaiser. What's a threesome now? Michael, JJ, and Todd. But there were a few times where I'm like, come on, guys, when are you going to come clean? So I would put on one of these fake names like Vegas Vips does, and I'd go into the chats where JJ is, whether it's Wranglers or GS's, and I would say, hey, what's that Finkel guy's real name? And he would hem and haw, and he's like, I don't want to dox people, blah, blah, blah. Remember, he's tried to say the real names of other people like Tyrants Beware and others. I can't remember all of them. But on this very day, he actually claimed he did some others like this. He never named who they were. But also as me, as Finkel, I've actually addressed him in chat. Hey, when are you going to come clean about that? And he says, well, that's really not up to me. That's up to the prosecutor. Yeah, the prosecutor. Yeah, it's not up to me. I turn in the prosecutor. It's really up to them. And I'm like, yeah, we saw through you the whole time, motherfucker. But let's take a look back in what really happened.
She got lots of awards and had a good time, so it was good.
I'm shocked. Not really.
So how was your day?
Mine was good. Mine was good. Now, I don't know why that one clerk likes me so much that they waste no haste in sending me documentation when I send them a request for it.
Now that was forgery master Michael Kaiser, also a murderer and burglar and just all around piece of shit. On many documents he forged. This one that he forged, and we called him out on it the day after and the night of, and many times, that no clerk sent you that. In fact, you typed it up yourself, or maybe you had your mommy do it. I'm not sure. But nice try. A swing and a miss, as they say.
And I don't know what you'll, be able to comment on, but we were just talking about your criminal complaint that was turned in this morning. And like I said, I know that it's active, and I know you're some certain things that you're not allowed to talk about. So, you just let me know when we're getting into an area, and we'll adjust accordingly.
They was my reports. Actually, I turned in 3 reports today, 3 separate ones. But yeah, the one you're in reference to, yeah, I did turn it in. Everything I put in there was facts, everything I can validate. So this document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from. And I'll leave the rest to the investigators.
Fair enough, sir. Is it cool if I, finish going over this? Because, or would you rather I did it another time? Up to you, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's actually mine. So, I mean, I can,
Okay. Well, that's
this document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from.
up to you, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's actually mine. So, I mean, I can.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Anyway, this is and where I'd left off is the flash drive accompanied with this report contains all videos related to the above report. The videos are in the original unedited format. Timestamps of allegations have been noted on separate Word document. And I will just guess that the reason that it's noted and done in original unedited format is to keep the chain of custody current and legal.
Yeah.
Because it could be kicked out on a chain of custody issue.
Yeah, the way I back up videos and the way I do any kind of evidence video related is you back up the video in its entirety in its original format. That way you got a digital thumbprint and a stamp, of the video in its entirety. And then you can go back and make a separate video if you need to, and you can pull out the clips. That way you don't waste prosecutors and attorneys' times.
Oh my, that's a lot of diligence and detail and just attention to what you're doing for, what was it you said again?
Up to you, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's actually mine. So, I mean, I can.
Okay. Well, that's
This document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from.
up to you, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's actually mine. So, I mean, I can.
Okay. Well, that's
This document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from.
up to you, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's actually mine. So, I mean, I can.
Okay. Well, that's
This document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from.
up to you, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's actually mine. So, I mean, I can.
Okay. Well, that's
And I couldn't find it. It's out there somewhere. There's a couple of examples where they were thinking about maybe letting myself and Stone Vet off the hook because we were veterans. We did something honorable once upon a time in our lives. Basically, guys, if you're watching GS, if you're watching JJ Scarface, if you're watching KFAR, if you're watching Fraud at Murgler, Burglar, Wrangler, you're supporting the wrong people. They lie, their feet stink, and they don't love Elvis.